Happy Friday traders, Fawaz Zada here. We've seen a big risk rally in the markets with cryptos, gold, indices all rallying. The key question is, can these markets sustain their gains? Let's get into it. Equity markets have staged an impressive recovery following yesterday's sell-off when everything sold off, cryptos, gold, you name it. But today we are looking at a decent recovery. The question is, where do we go from here? Right now, at the time of this recording, the Nasdaq here was testing this area of resistance, which was previously support between 48,880-ish to 25,000. This area needs to be reclaimed really to signal a proper reversal signal for the markets. Until that happens, you have to take this with a pinch of salt, because we have seen similar rallies in the past which have ultimately failed to show any upside follow through on the very next day. So I'll be a little bit cautious until the charts tell me that the trend has resumed higher. Indeed, since speaking in October, the Nasdaq has been quite choppy, so this could well turn out to be another false bullish signal, which could run into trouble as it tests this area of resistance. But so far so good. Let's see what happens. Anyway, key levels to watch on the downside should the selling pressure resume. The first one is at around this low here, yesterday's low at 24,300-ish, which was reclaimed earlier this morning as the index rebounded. Below that, you have the most recent low created here at around 23,800, where we also have the 200-day moving average coming into play as well. So those are some of the key short-term downside targets. Obviously, if the selling were to accelerate, it could go a lot lower than that, but we'll take it from one level to the next for now. Let's see what happens. So those are the key levels to watch on the Nasdaq as we approach the weekend, where we could potentially see gaps at the open on Monday if something happens at the weekend. In my previous update, I was looking for a drop as the price of gold was rising inside this rising wedge pattern. And as it happened, price did break out of that pattern and went lower quite sharply, in fact. It has now obviously recovered. It's broken a couple of levels on the upside, but it is approaching that area of resistance once again between 4,950-ish to 5,000, this zone here, where it had previously found support on a couple of occasions before breaking lower. We went momentarily above this area of resistance a couple of days ago, but gold couldn't hold there really, and we saw a subsequent breakdown in the structure. So we are back at that area once again. Let's see what happens here. If it were to reclaim this area, I think that would be obviously short-term bullish, in which case we could well see an extension of the rally all the way to the levels highlighted at around 5,290 eventually, or even 5,390, marking the previous breakdown areas, with interim resistance seen around 5,100. So those are the key targets to watch on the upside in the event of a breakout. But it's important that reclaimed support levels hold now, because if they don't and we see a breakdown below them, this could well trigger renewed selling in the market. And one of those levels is this one here, right at 4,900, which was resistance here. Resistance, we finally broke above it, retested it from above, as you can see by the wick of the candle, and we've bounced from there. So that is a very important level, short-term level. Below that, I think things will get spicy once again, and we could well see a drop towards 4,800 in the follow-up technical selling should that level break down. And then below that, we have also it's interesting to see where gold bounced from, right this level here. This is where it was previously consolidating before breaking out, and that level was never retested from above until yesterday, and it tested that level and it bounced quite nicely from there. So that's another key level to watch on the downside, should 4,800 break down. And then below that, you have nothing significant until 4,500, the key longer term support and resistance, or resistance in the past but now support, to watch on the hourly chart of gold. For more market updates and insights, head over to City Index. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.